let it shine. And I was singing that out the window, and she goes, oh my God. He is freaking nuts. She waved and shook her head, I love you. Like, you know. All of a sudden, we're in Mexico. I'll go fast now. I hunted this guy for 166 days. Every day I watched tapes of how he walked. I watched the picture. I looked at this guy. All of a sudden I'm in Mexico, and there he does. He goes walking across the street. Oh my God, my father had died at this point. And I could hear my dad say to me, son, what in the hell are you waiting on? I jumped out of the car and I said, freeze in the name of the United States of America, and took down America's Most Wanted, 86 counts of rape. Yeah. I thought this was fantastic. We're on the way to jail. We got him in the car, we're taking him to jail. All of a sudden the federales, the La Migra, the cops, everybody, machine guns to our head, pull us over. I go, I'm taking this guy to jail. Oh no, just like Canada, they said. That's why I can't get Quaid up here right now. Yeah, just like in Canada, bro, it's illegal to bounty hunt in Mexico. I go, but wait a minute. It's 86 counts of rape. They go, okay, you're all under arrest. What? I go in this cell. I swear to God, the same paint they used in Texas 24 years before. The same exact smell, the same exact feeling, the same exact key, everything. I said, oh, Texas and Mexico, they border each other. The same guy built them all. I go in the back of the cell. This little boy comes up. I'm on the front page. He's like, pero, you're famoso. Dog, you're famous. And this voice says, yeah, you've been doing all these good things and you're famous, but look where you are. I looked around me and I was in a freaking cell again. A preacher, Tim Story, who married me, told me something really big is going to happen in your life. Like it already hasn't, bro, I thought. But he said you're going to need every bit of faith. Your mama left you. When they said that, I turned around and saw that jail, and all of a sudden I heard those words in my heart, and I said, Lord, right now, you just need as much of a grain of a mustard seed and you can move mountains. I got that, and with my kids here, and we did the first real time, the family circle. Lord, right now, please, I pray that God let us out of Mexico prison. It was impossible. How are you going to get out? Gringo? Next day they came, they said, hey, you go to court. So I went to court, started talking to the judge in English. I told him, Judge, 86 counts of rape. Shut up. They interpreted it. I go, 86, Judge. Rape girls, raped them, drugged them. Judge made a decision. They come back to me and they said, okay, good news and bad news. I'm looking at 20 flat, right? I could do it in 10. I'll take the rap, Leland and Tim could go home. I could maybe do it in 12 if I had good behavior. They said good news and bad news. The bad news is they've charged you with another crime. The good news is it's 2 misdemeanors. What? How much is the bond? It's $300. What? $300? Blam, that's in it. Blam, we's out of jail. Blam, guess what dog did? Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. No. Fast as you could shake a stick at, I was a bail jumping gringo. Because I knew, is there justice there? I didn't think so for me, and away I went. Took the kids, we split, we left that country. We're working at A&E, we got our show. One night, I did a crazy arrest. The guy commits suicide. You remember that? You can hear the birds singing on the telephone. The girl comes in. I'm going home crying, saying, Lord, thank you for putting me on this side of the law. And then 4 in the morning, I hear boom, boom, boom on the door. Beth's like, who is it? Federal marshals. For what? We got a warrant for dog. Get him out here right now. So I come out. I'm ready to see Ashton Kutcher, right? You know that, you've been punked or what's the show, right? I'm like, okay, bring the guy around, right? They're like, no, bro, you're under arrest, no bail, kidnapping. I go, what? Yeah, from Mexico, kidnapping. I go, they didn't even charge me with that. Well, guess what? America, very intelligent. Federal marshals, some of them stoops. The charge was called holding someone against their will. America said, the Fed said, oh, that's kidnapping, and put it on the warrant. I go in the courtroom. The judge looks at me and says, you kidnapped this guy across the border. What did you read? You put him in your trunk. That's illegal. I don't know if there is a bond on you. Take him back to the cell. I'm like, oh my God, what are they going to do? They're going to take me back to Mexico, man, and they're going to try me. Oh no, they're not, Beth said. Next day I had court. Beth was sitting out there. I was sitting up against the judge, and I started looking at her, and I went like this: pray right now. And we both bowed our heads. Now this is a true story. In between us, the prosecuting attorney sat. He started to get up and argue about bond, and he went, Your Honor, and my lawyer goes, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name. And the guy starts like spinning around. He gets real sick, and I go, oh God, don't kill this guy. God, don't let him die. And he goes, wait, Your Honor, excuse me. And I was like, Beth is smiling a little bit. Yeah. And I say, God, don't kill the guy. Dad, not dead, just drop him down a little bit. All of a sudden they go, bond is $300,000, $50,000 on Leland, $300,000 on me. Yeah, every dime we had saved, we put it up for bail. The judge said everybody who left the country any other time is denied. But he goes, look at that face. Where the hell could that guy go? First time my face got me out of trouble. Usually I walk in the bank, they hit the buzzer, beep, 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 right? I'm like, oh my God. So again, we go back on the show. I'm filming wearing an ankle bracelet. They're telling me you got to call in before you leave state. Okay, every day. Okay, you got to call us before you arrest a guy. Now, I do arrest usually every day or every other. That show's real. That's a day, 2-day gig. I'm calling the feds. They're going home. I go, hey, you may work 8 to 5. I don't. I don't get a check whether I catch the guy or not. I got to catch the guy. Somebody get on a machine and talk to me. I'm doing an arrest right now in Oklahoma, blah, blah, blah. Pretty soon, we hire finally a good attorney. He goes to Mexico. I didn't know the judge in my case spoke English all the way. As I was in there, the cops in Mexico were putting the cuffs upside down. I go, wait a minute, bro. That's not it. You put the guy against the wall, you put his foot back, you make him lean so he can't swing, and I start training these cops. Well, they report, what a hell of a guy. This is a good guy with the black hat. Yeah. And so Judge, hallelujah, right? So Judge Panetta goes, this is Pedro, dog. You remember how he did us here? He isn't prejudiced. He helped us out. He helped us. And so the judge said, listen, 86 counts of rape, Dwayne Dog Chapman, we hereby drop all charges. Completely dismissed charges. So I was so excited. We got to keep the show. I got to keep my freedom. And we became famous. Now, well, that's kind of up to date. What we have done with that is this, okay? I have arrested a lot of people, and I've been on both sides of the law. Never proud of the bad side, because even though it was fun at them times, I had to pay for it double. Let me tell you this one thing, one really good thing. I had all these boys, and I had a little girl named Barbara Katie. Barbara was named after my mother. As a matter of fact, when she was born, I said, you better look closer, because that can't be no girl. I then had all the sons. There was no girl genes inside me. It takes a man to make a boy. And so this little girl was so close to me, she looked more like me than any of the family. We were on television. Barbara was there. All the Christians are writing letters. Well, number one, he says MF when he throws them on the ground. You think Jesus said that? I don't know if Jesus knew that word, but I don't know. I doubt it. But I don't think she'd be a Christian. You know, he ain't married anyway. And I said, well, I can't say, you know, I can't quit swearing when I'm in that way, but I'll try to clean it up a little bit. But I said, Beth, you know, we're common law. She goes, I checked in Hawaii. There ain't no such thing. So I said, all right, Beth Smith, will you marry Dog Chapman? Yes, I will. I told A&E, you're not going to film it. They said, yes, we are. You signed a contract. So we had to film the wedding, right? So you can imagine, here's all these people from A&E, all her family, the Italians, all my family, what was left. We're all in Hawaii. The day before the wedding, I get a phone call. I wake up in the morning, Beth comes to me, grabs my hands and says, honey, Barbara was just killed in a car wreck. I was like, what are you saying to me? She said, Barbara was 23. I sent her down to see her real mother in Alaska. Her real mom is and Barbara got in a car wreck with some guy in a stolen car, straight A's student, straight A's, and died on